Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be doing a makeup look for you guys, and to make it interesting, I'm going to be sharing 20 things I learned in my 20s. I am still in my 20s, my mid-20s, somewhere there, but I just thought I've learned so much in this space, in this short span, and I just want to share with you guys who are maybe in your 20s or approaching your 20s and you just want to know what other people in their 20s are learning. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment for me in the comment section, and I am going to go ahead and start with this video. So this is the makeup look I did, in case you are wondering what I'm going to be doing, and I hope you guys enjoy. The biggest thing I've learned is that friendships come and go. So your 20s are really just a phase for you to form bonds, and some of which are going to stay, some of which are not really going to stay. So you will make a lot of friends in your 20s, but you will hardly have half of them in your circle as time goes by, which is fine. You outgrow friendships. Some people move to further places, and it's difficult to maintain a friendship when you are not in the same area, and that's okay. True friendships will always be there whether there's distance or not, and those that perish were really not meant to last. So it's really just a matter of how you handle yourself as you go through friendship breakups and as you make new friends. Moving on to number 2, change is inevitable. I've learned that you change a lot as you are in your 20s, because that's where you get to realize who you really are without the influence of your family, without the influence of your childhood friends and stuff. So you are going to change a lot, and that's okay. Some of the change you are going to go through is going to be frustrating, some is going to be exciting, and you just have to take it all in, because that's a rite of passage. I am pretty sure almost everyone passes through this. You will have thoughts about changing your career, changing your personality. I mean, personality is not really something that changes, but forming it into something that you think aligns with who you are. If you were a rowdy child while growing up, you will probably want to become something better in your 20s, and that's how you may work on your personality. So a lot is really going to change, and many people are going to be offended by you changing. So you really just need to focus on you and don't really let other people's opinions of you affect how you want to go about your life. Going off of that point, you need to live your life for yourself. People pleasing is not really something that's going to work in your 20s, because this is a point where you are trying to discover who you really are. And being a people pleaser is just going to frustrate you, and you may not really end up realizing who you are. So you just need to live your life for yourself. Don't let other people's opinions of you hold you back. Like I said, you can take people's advice, but at the end of the day, you have to make decisions for yourself, just so that you don't really blame anybody if something doesn't go right. Your 20s are crucial, because this is where you become your own person. You start paying your own bills, you start forming your own friendships, and making your own family and stuff like that, and letting other people control your thoughts, control your behavior. That's not going to benefit you anyhow. It's just going to frustrate you. So you really just need to live your own life. My third point is to literally not let other people's opinions affect you, which I just said. So you can see that this is a really important point. People are always going to have opinions, whether you do good or bad. So just do you, do whatever you think is right for you, and in the end you will see that you made the right decisions for yourself. I guess I've already spoken a lot about that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move to the next point, which is do not be afraid to take risks. This life is all about taking risks, and honestly, your 20s are the time. This is the This is your prime years. This is where you get to make decisions. This is where you get to make mistakes and actually get to rectify them, because you are still young and you have plenty of time to make mistakes. So don't be afraid to take risks. If it doesn't work, you still have plenty of time to move on to something else. So take that risk and you will not regret it. I'm moving quite slow, so I'm gonna speed up with these points because I don't really have a lot of time. And my baby just woke up, so I am going to go as fast as I can. Another point is for you to enjoy your youth. We are so preoccupied with building our careers and making sure we are straight for the future, and we forget to enjoy our youth. And the thing is, we are only going to be 20, 21, 25 once, and once that time has passed, it has passed. It's never going to come back. So instead of forgetting to enjoy our youth, we should just be free to live our lives, go party, go do the things that make you happy, and you will not regret it in the future. I've seen many videos where people were asked what they regret doing in their youth, and they said they regretted not living their life and enjoying their youth to the fullest. So if you are a party person, go out, enjoy your life. If you feel like you want to go on a trip, do so, and just be sure to enjoy your youth, because it's never going to be there. It's never going to come back to you. So this is your only chance. You only get it once, and if you waste it, it's gone forever. While on the point of enjoying your youth, make sure to document whatever you do that makes you happy. Take a lot of photos. If you can, take a lot of videos so that you have a way to remind yourself of the life you lived while you are grown, because like I said, this time is not here to stay. You are never going to be this young again, and you want to have memories of how youthful you used to be, how much fun you used to have, just so you can share this with your children and their children, and you can also just reminisce about the past as well. So make sure to document your memories. Take those pictures and take those videos, guys. Now I'm going to circle back to the point I just made and say you need to travel more. You need to travel more and experience the world. If you can't travel abroad, make sure to maybe travel around in your country or in your city or town, whatever it is. Just make sure to go out of your home, and if you can, maybe move out completely from your mother's house, just so you can experience life for yourself and see what it is really like to be an adult. A big thing of growing up for me that I've learned is to learn to say no. I have always been kind of a people pleaser, so to say, so learning to say no has really come in handy for me. It's so beneficial that I don't burn myself out. I don't really commit to things that I can't do or can't do without exhausting myself or without putting myself under pressure. So you really just need to learn to say no if it's not convenient for you, or if it's something you do not want to do, because it's gonna come in handy in a lot of situations, and you really just need to learn how to say no. Another thing that I find that I was not doing before is to learn to appreciate myself more. We tend to not really recognize the things we accomplish as we are growing up. Well, some of us, I know some people do know how to appreciate themselves, but for me personally, I feel like I don't really appreciate the things that I've accomplished. I don't appreciate myself more, so that's why you need to learn to appreciate yourself. Exercises like journaling have helped me to realize that I don't really celebrate the things that I need to celebrate in my life that I've accomplished. So this has made me realize that I really need to check myself and just take some time off to audit my life, so to say, and appreciate myself for coming this far, because life is really difficult for many of us, and Sometimes we take ourselves for granted, and this really stunts our growth because we feel like we are not really doing anything even though we are achieving so much. So just learn to appreciate yourself, guys. Yeah. While on that point, you also need to embrace your losses, because there really can't be wins without losses, and you just need to learn to come to appreciate that there's a balance. There needs to be wins, there needs to be losses. So life is really all about that, that balance. So just appreciate yourself, embrace your losses, and continue on with life. Now, the biggest thing I have learned also is just that you need to keep your life private. I myself am a private person, but I know people who like to share everything, and nowadays, honestly, you can't trust what people like. You can't trust the internet. You can trust things like that. So you just need to learn to be private. Only share what you think you need to share, and keep your life private, because it's gonna come in handy. And keep your life private. You don't want to have everyone in your business, because why would you want to do that? People tend to take advantage of what you share, and others are really just not happy about what you accomplish. So you honestly need to just share feeble things, like, maybe traveling or whatever you ate for dinner, things like that, small things like that. But something that you are working on, you need to keep to yourself. The most important things to you, you need to keep to yourself. Just don't share with everybody. Like, your life needs to be protected somehow. I don't really believe in like external things controlling your life, but you still need to protect your peace, protect your inner peace, protect your circle of friends and family, and just protect yourself, honestly. Another thing I've learned is that you should not compete with people around you. The people around you are most likely to be the ones who are gonna be able to help you in the future. So you honestly just need to build relationships with people around you and not compete with them or against them, because honestly, competing with people is not beneficial at all, because you are your own competition. So just don't try to compete with other people, because that's just a waste of your time, a waste of your space, and a disrespect to the people you are trying to compete with. You are your own competition, like I said, and you need to audit yourself and try to be better than you were yesterday, instead of trying to be better than the next person. And another thing we need to know is that life does not always go as planned. We grow up with a plan of what we want to be when we grow up, what we want to do, things like that. But honestly, plans can change, and sometimes there's nothing we can do about it. So just roll with the dice and make do with what you can. If you planned to be a doctor while you were growing up, but now that you're grown, things are not really looking well. Things are like, your life is changing, your plans are not going as you wished they would go. Just do whatever it is that you can do, because sometimes you may lack the opportunity to be what you wanted to be, or you may lack the motivation, or you just may be interested in something else. So honestly, it's okay for your plans to change, as long as you are going to do something that's going to make your life better in the end. Just go ahead and embrace that change. Another thing is not to be afraid to put yourself out there. Coming from an African community, I have learned that sometimes we shy away from going for opportunities or putting ourselves out there, and this really hinders our growth a lot. So honestly, you just need to put yourself out there and face the consequences later. This is another form of taking risks, because honestly, putting yourself out there will give you so many opportunities, that you otherwise would not have enjoyed if you didn't put yourself out there. So just go ahead and do whatever you think is best, and see where life takes you. And you need to put yourself first. Like I said, do things for yourself, do what is going to be beneficial for you in the end, and you will be straight. Another thing, guys, you need to protect your peace. Going back to the point of friendships come and go, you will meet a lot of people that are going to test your patience, a lot of people that are going to try to take your peace away or do something that will make you a person that you don't desire to be. So what I'm gonna say is protect your peace. If you see yourself in the middle of drama, remove yourself. If you see yourself getting mixed up with the wrong crowd, just try as much as you can to stay away from that kind of situation. Just do whatever you can to remove yourself from that situation, because honestly, your peace is so expensive, and once you are in a situation where peace is not there, you really can't function properly. You are just going to end up doing things that are not according to, just doing things that are out of character for you, and that is something we are trying to avoid in our 20s. Another thing is you need to get to understand who you are and what you want. There is a lot going on at this age and at this time, so understanding who you are will help you along the way, because you need to know what you are about, and this will give you direction as to what to do. Just relying on life to take you where you need to be will not work for you, because at this day and age, people already know what they want to do. People know which direction they want to take, and I'm not saying you need to know, but you just need to be able to say, okay, maybe this will work for me and I need to walk along this path, or maybe I need to stay away from this path. Because if you don't know what you want, if you don't know what you are trying to achieve in life, you may be left behind when your friends, when your age mates are progressing in life. And I know I said before that you don't need to have everything figured out, but this is a point where you need to be trying to see where you really want to go in life. I said this is gonna be a simple look, so I think this is it. This is where I'm gonna end with my eyeshadow. I am not really trying to do anything fancy. And moving on, life is way too short to not do the things that you want or the things that you wish to do. So go ahead and do whatever it is that you believe will make you happy. And then you need to learn to let go. You will encounter people that are just there for a season and not for a long time. So honestly, just making sure your heart can let go of people, situations, and things like that that are not meant for your life will go a long way, and it will save you a heartbreak. Another thing we tend to overlook is to learn to take time to breathe. You are going to be doing a lot at this age and time, so honestly, you just need to learn to breathe, learn to just take a moment to yourself, and just be in the moment. And finally, my final point is to read more, or do the things that interest you more, because as life is going by, we are doing so many things that we don't have time to do whatever it is that we enjoy doing, and this is going to make our lives miserable. So just do whatever it is that you enjoy doing. And that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me get all glammed up. If you enjoyed this video, like it, leave a comment for me in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I will see you guys in my next video.